Hi everyone. I haven't done in my mailbox in a few weeks, and I've had quite a few books come in, so I thought I'd do it in a video form this time. If you don't know me, I'm Angel, or Madam Bookworm. That sounds way cooler when I write it instead of when I say it, but that's okay. Anyway, I'll start out with the books that I was most excited to get in the past couple of weeks. The first one is Anna and the French Kiss. It was one of my favorite books that I've read this year, and I love Stephanie Perkins. A few weeks ago, my friends went to the Decatur Book Festival and got to meet her, and I didn't get to go, so I sent my book. And if you remember, she sent me a video, which I was super excited about. So anyway, this one is signed all for me, and I have an extra copy on my shelf now, so I might have to be giving a giveaway soon. Might have to do that. I actually got another signed book this past week. The school where I teach won the Scholastic Book Fair this year. Out of all the schools across the country that hold the book fair, the librarians put together binders and show kind of what they did, and ours won first place, which is really amazing. We're the first in our state to do that, so I'm really proud of her. She's awesome, and she kind of is leaving me big shoes to step into in case I ever get to be the librarian there. But anyway, our prize was we got to host an author, and this year they chose Andrew Clements. So I went and got his new series, The Keepers of the School, and I was super excited to get it. I've read a couple of his other books. He's written books like Frindle and Things Not Seen, and so this is a new series of his, and it sounds so exciting. It's kind of a mystery adventure, and so there he is. It's exciting. 2 signed books in 2 weeks. I love that. The other ones I got from different places. So I love the Scholastic book orders, and though I don't teach young adults, I go ahead and get the young adult book order because I want to order from it, so I do. And I actually got all of these free from bonus points from previous things that I'd ordered. I ordered enough that I got free stuff. That should probably tell you how much I spend. I got this one. It's Dear Bully, and it was put together by Megan Kelly Hall and Carrie Jones. And it's 70 different young adult authors came together and told their stories about their experiences, either being the victim of bullying or being the bully themselves, and sometimes just being a bystander. And it's in different forms. Some did cartoons, some did poetry, some just told a story. And I thought it was really powerful, and I was really glad to find out that authors are so willing to show teenagers how important they are, and that, you know, if you can just hang on, things are going to get better, and things will eventually be okay for you, even if you are being bullied. And it kind of goes with my It Gets Better project shirt that I'm wearing today. So if you know a teenager that is struggling with something like this, or if you're a librarian of young adults, this is a great book for you to introduce to children, teens that might be struggling. And I do warn you, there's some strong language in this, and they didn't sugarcoat anything, so if that's an issue, then you might want to look into this ahead of time. The next one I got is A Tree Grows in Brooklyn. I know it's a classic, and most of you read it either in high school or in college, but I never have. And after my young adult classes over the semester, I hope that I get to read this because I've been waiting to, but I just never have. So this is on my shelf now and ready for me. The next one is not a young adult book. It's actually an adult book, but it's Packing for Mars by Mary Roach, and I love her. She wrote one of my very favorite nonfiction books, Stiff, The Curious Case of Human Cadavers. Let me share a little secret with you. If I wasn't a teacher and I wasn't going to be a librarian, I would totally be some kind of forensic investigator, because I'm just fascinated by that. I almost went to college to do forensics. But she writes amazing stuff, and she not only gives facts, but she's so funny. And this one is all about space science, and I'm also kind of a big space nerd. One of the celebrities that I would love to meet is Neil deGrasse Tyson. That should kind of show you how nerdy I am, because most people don't even know who he is. So anyway, I can't wait to read this, and as soon as I'm done with all my young adult stuff for this semester, I'll definitely be reading this and reviewing it. So I can't wait to read that. The next ones are books that I bought because one of the guys in my local bookstore recommended them to me. He's a college student, but he's going to be a literature teacher, and he's just kind of an all-around nice guy. And so I told him I was looking for a historical young adult book, and he kind of pointed me in the direction of these three, even though they didn't necessarily fit my category. They sounded interesting. So this one is actually an older book. It's called Black Like Me, and it's by John Howard Griffin. And from my understanding of it so far is that he was a young white man, and he actually painted himself to be black to see kind of what it was like and put himself in those shoes. So that was really interesting to me that someone would do that. And so yeah, I think this is pretty interesting. And I surprisingly never heard of this before. So I can't wait to read this. This one is not at all young adult and not something I would ever pick up on my own. But it's Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. And I am not a philosophy buff at all. I actually hated my philosophy class in college. But when I was talking to Christian, he recommended this, and I thought, heck, I'll give it a try. Why not? It's on sale. And this next one is technically a nonfiction young adult, I guess, because it was written by a young adult. But it's The Reading Promise, My Father and the Books We Shared by Alice Ozma. And basically, the girl that wrote it, her dad read to her every night from the time, she was tiny until the time that she graduated from college, I guess. And that's amazing to me that a parent still will do that. My parents read to me when I was growing up, and I very much plan to read to my children and show them how important books are. And I think that if more parents did that with our kids, we would have so many fewer problems. So anyway, those are the books I got this week.